I think we should have a democratic decision about whether you should sit down or stand there.
Okay, well, let's get you to register your votes electronically. Oh, the votes are just coming in. There's quite a few people saying stand up. Oh, but a load of other votes coming in saying they can't see me if I stand up, so we're going to sit down again. Why are we talking about voting then, Bill?
Because there's a whole load of fuss going on about electronic voting in Brazil after last week's show. So this week we're going to discuss some of the issues around security of e-voting packages and whether voting online is ever a good idea, whether computer-based voting can ever be secure.
Indeed, because the programme starts in about 2 or 3 minutes, and waiting outside in the green room, as it were, is one of our listeners who is quite vocally against the idea of electronic voting, but also on the programme we're going to be speaking from Sao Paulo to the chap who invented, or was one of the creators of, the Brazilian e-voting system.
Because you have to ask yourself, is voting ever fully 100% secure and safe? Can it ever be? And then, is computerised voting better or worse than all the other options? And if a computerised system can be deployed over a very large area and get millions of people voting, even if it's imperfect, maybe that balances out the problems you've got.
Yeah, indeed, because I suppose nobody, not even this guy in Sao Paulo, is going to say that electronic voting systems are completely secure.
Actually, you'd be surprised how many people, mostly the people who sell voting systems in the United States of America, would say voting is completely secure.
They try and tell you it's 100% secure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people take issue with it.
So a healthy note of cynicism there, but probably even people who broadly support the idea of electronic voting would say no system can be 100% perfect, but the point being that paper ballots, as we all know, can be open to all kinds of corruption, fraud, bribery, etc., etc.
Vote early, vote often, as they used to say.
Okay, right. So, and it seems as if one of the arguments that we're going to be hearing on the programme against electronic balloting is that it's effectively like a black box that stores all this information. Somebody presses a button to register their vote, and there's no way of auditing that because it's all sitting within a system. And of course, voting has to be anonymous, which means it's impossible to audit. Unlike a paper ballot, where by definition you have a paper audit trail.
Well, you have some sort of audit trail, and it's going to be interesting to see sort of which areas of this we actually explore, and be interesting to know what everybody watching thinks about this, because of course paper ballots can be run in lots of different ways, and here in the UK the paper ballot is not actually anonymous. For example, there's a number on the ballot paper, and there's a number that's written on the slip by the guy in the or the person in the polling booth. So there are all these issues, and what we really want to do on the show is unpack some of them. I doubt we'll come to any final conclusion, but at least we can unpack some of the issues, so it should be quite fun.
Yeah, excellent. So check out the podcast, see what you think of the discussion, see if you're persuaded either way, or maybe you have an existing view and you're not going to shift from that. Whatever the case, let us know what you think. If you just kind of look down there, just a bit below, I think, where this video is playing, you should see our discussion groups on Facebook, and that'll give you an opportunity to have your say on a little discussion tab we set up about that. And if you're watching this on Orkut, well, we've done the same thing for you as well. So register your vote, have your say, and other such things. That'll do for now, won't it, Bill?